Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another edition of my 2020 Declutter series. Today we're tackling blush, and this is typically a category that I wait to do, like one of the last categories that I do because I love blush and I just put it off and put it off because I don't want to do it. But this is actually the second category now that I'm tackling because I just want to get it over with because this is a lot of blush. I haven't counted them yet, but my guess is probably somewhere around 80 blushes. My goal, just like it was last year, is to get enough to fit into my drawer organizer. So this is a Sunny Cosmetics acrylic drawer organizer. It fits my blushes really, really well. And when I have just enough to fit in here, it looks so pretty in the drawer. It's nice and organized. And although this is way more blushes than I could ever use in my entire life, I feel like this is just where I need to get my collection to. It just is. So I don't have too many more than what fits in here. We'll count them all at the end. I also have some blushes that just don't fit in these slots. So that's what this little container is for the blushes that they're too big or the packaging is weird to fit in these slots. And then I also have a few of these like double kind of like mini face palettes in this collection too that you'll see. So we'll tackle those when we get there. I do know that there's quite a few blushes in here that are just way too dark for my skin tone, and I have been keeping them for this long because I've been collecting. And the thing is, makeup is a consumable product. It goes bad. You wouldn't collect oranges or apples or produce in your fridge because those things go bad. And although these take years to go bad, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for me to keep blush that I really can never really use. So some of these will be going up on my PoshMark. I've purchased most of these myself. Actually, all of these, maybe one or two I got in PR, but the majority of these products I have purchased myself. So anything that I'm not going to keep, I will be putting up on my PoshMark. I don't know when that sale is going to happen, so just follow my PoshMark. It smells makeup 88 if you want to buy any of these. Okay, right off the bat, I know I'm keeping all of my Charlotte Tilbury blushes. These are fairly new purchases and I love these blushes. I use every single one of them. There is a color, I have almost all of them. There is a color that I was this close to buying to complete the collection, but when I took a closer look at it, I was like, this is not a realistic color for me. So I did a good job at just not purchasing the ones that I knew were out of my color range. But I do have Sex on Fire, Pillow Talk Intense, First Love, which is beautiful, Ecstasy, that was sent in PR, Love Glow, and some of the Pillow Talk ones were also. So those I know for sure I'm keeping. Other ones that I know for sure I'm keeping are all of my Hourglass blushes. These were very, very expensive and I wear them all the time. They're my favorite blushes. These and I think Charlotte Tilbury are some of my favorite blushes. These I purchased all on my own. I've had them for a while, but they seem to all be doing really good. They don't have any weird smells, or they're not patchy or weird or anything like that. So I have Mood Exposure, Ethereal Glow, Luminous Flush, Dim Infusion. Oh yeah, oh, this one is one of my favorites. It's like a peachy, it's perfect for springtime, which is right around the corner, and Diffused Heat. Now of these, the only one that I would maybe consider getting rid of is Diffused Heat because it has like a corally undertone to it, and I don't use it as much as the others, but I do still use it. Now these Marc Jacobs blushes, there is one that I absolutely love. This one right here. Flesh and Fantasy. It's one of my favorites. I hope this lighting is okay. It is like a cloudy, rainy, overcast day in Charlotte, and I don't have any studio lights set up, so I hope that the lighting is okay. But this one is my ultimate favorite. Definitely keeping that one, like for sure, for sure. Kink and Kisses is another one that's really pretty. It has like pinky tones to it, but this one is way too dark for me. I don't know why I bought it. I did, and as you can see, it's just like dark colors, and that doesn't work for my skin tone. So that one I will be putting up on PoshMark. Let's tackle these Too Faced blushes. These are some blushes that I have held on to For so long, even though I know at least one of the colors does not work for me, because I wanted to keep the whole collection. I don't believe these blushes are available for purchase anymore. And look at how cute they are. They're shaped like hearts, like they're just so cute. Baby Love is one of my favorites. It's a nude color, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Love Flush. Oh, I Will Always Love You. This one, that one is a maybe. Let me look. I know this one's really pretty. Love Hangover. Yeah, this one is on the darker side, but I really like this one. It's one of my favorites. Justify My Love is like a purpley pink. I don't wear blushes this color too frequently, but I do really, really like that one, and it's okay to keep a couple in that tone. Okay, these are the two. I Will Always Love You and Your Love is King. I'm gonna get rid of these two. The colors, I don't wear bright oranges like this too frequently. I do have a couple, like Coralista from Benefit, but I don't need too many of them because honestly, I just don't wear them very frequently. And this one obviously is way too dark. So those two I'm gonna get rid of. That's huge for me, you guys. Holy cow, I can't even believe I just did that. Next, let's look at Tarte blushes. Now, I've done a really good job at decluttering a lot of these. This is another one where I used to collect just the whole collection, but the collection grew. It started with like 6 shades, and then Tarte just kept re-releasing and re-releasing and re-releasing. And it got to the point where the collection was just way too big and it didn't make sense for me to collect them anymore. So I've already done a really good job at decluttering most of these. The ones that just didn't make sense for my skin tone. This is a beautiful one. This one was limited edition, but I really like it. Fairy Flush. Now a lot of these nude colors are all very similar. And again, I've done a really good job at decluttering a lot of the ones that already didn't make sense for me. So I might end up keeping all of these. You could tell they all look so similar. Exposed is my all-time favorite blush. I love this one so stinking much. The other two I've used I use them a lot, so I might end up just not getting rid of any of those. Glisten, I'm gonna get rid of. I've had this one for so long. It's still good, but it's one of those blushes that's like a dark pink with like a gold shimmer to it. And it's one of the, I just don't wear that color blush too frequently. And I have another one, NARS Orgasm specifically is what I'm thinking of, that I grab much more frequently than Glisten. So I'm gonna get rid of Glisten. I like matte blushes a lot more. You'll see that's kind of like what I lean towards. So I think these 4 I am gonna keep. I know these all look very similar. This one is Celebrated, but again, I wear them. So why the heck would I get rid of something that I actually, like wear a lot? So, okay, next let's tackle these Clinique Cheek Pops. This is another one where I really, really like the formula of these blushes. I think this is all of them. I've gotten rid of quite a few. This is another one where I was trying to collect, the whole collection. This one is, Heather Pop is my favorite, so I'm definitely keeping Heather Pop. Fig Pop is a really good runner-up. Nude Pop, love that one. These 3 I don't wear as much. Melon Pop I do like. Plum Pop. Berry Pop is one I know that I will never wear this blush. Look at that color. It is way too dark for my skin tone. I've been keeping it because it is limited edition. It has the little breast cancer awareness flag in it, but it is way too dark for me. This color is not limited edition. It's just this style. So that one I'm definitely gonna go ahead and sell on my Poshmark. A Melon Pop is that oranginess, but you can tell it's a lot lighter than, say, this one, I Will Always Love You. This is definitely like a darker orange. This is more of like a bright orange. I'm gonna put this in my maybes because I don't want to keep too many blushes that color because it's not one that I wear too frequently. That's totally different color. And I think same with this one. It's just not a color that I wear too much. As you can see, the imprint on like the flower for both of those is still pretty prominent. So that alone tells you that I just don't wear that color very much. So these I'm gonna compare and see if I keep any more that are that same color, then I'm not gonna keep those ones, you know what I mean? Okay, let's look at NARS. And you guys, I was at TJ Maxx the other day and I saw a lot of NARS blushes and it almost made me like kick myself because I've bought all of these, of course, myself. They're so expensive and a lot of them were limited edition, or at least I thought they were, but now they're at TJ Maxx and I'm like, what? So Orgasm, of course, is that, you know, tried and true. As you can see, it is very similar in color to this one, so I don't need to keep both of those. I'm gonna keep NARS Orgasm. The packaging is really sticky on this though, I don't know why. Madly is like a muted kind of brown. I saw this one at TJ Maxx. Doucier is, they're very similar, but Doucier is kind of like a, it has almost like a, it's like Tarte Exposed. It has like that mauvey undertone to it. And then this one's Impassioned, I believe. Yep, saw this one at TJ Maxx also. Is kind of like a pale pink. I love all of these, you guys. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. I've done a really good job at decluttering my NARS blushes. And all of these I really do use. If I was going to get rid of any of them, it would be Madly, because it is a little bit on the dark side, but I do actually use that one. So I don't think I need to get rid of it. I'm not doing a really good job at getting rid of a whole lot of these, but that's okay. My goal wasn't to like get rid of all of them or half them. It was just to have enough to fit into my drawer, that's all. These blushes from Lancome are so pretty. I got these in PR. I do wear these two. I wear this one like probably the most. Cedar Rose is really pretty, so I definitely want to keep that one. This one is really pretty. It's just really, really light, like almost too light, but I think it would work on me, and I don't really have a whole lot of blushes this color. I feel like maybe Impassioned is slightly similar. Impassioned is definitely more pinky purple, whereas this one has more of like a nude undertone. So I think I am going to keep this one also, and then I'll pass on this one because it is a little on the dark side. I have used it, but I'm keeping Madly, and Madly is dark enough for me, so I don't think I need to keep them both. Oh yeah, those are very similar colors. Wow, okay, yeah, I don't need to keep them both, so I'm going to pass that one on to somebody. I can't sell it because I got it in PR, but I'll definitely pass it on. This is the one I know I'm going to declutter. It's Kat Von D. I've had it for a while. Honestly, I haven't reached for this in years. It's pretty, but I've been keeping it because it's been discontinued and I know I can't buy it again if I like change my mind. But I haven't reached for it in years. Benefit Box blushes I do really, really like as well. This is actually a bronzer. This needs to go with my bronzers. These, so this is Coralista. This is the one I was talking about where I was like, I don't need to keep too many with like that corally brightness. This has a sheen to it as well. It actually is slightly similar to Orgasm. Orgasm is more pink though. And then I have, oh, I'm sorry, this is not Coralista. This is California. Coralista is matte. Oh yeah, there is a sheen to it. But this one is definitely, where this is the one that I was, nope, that one's more pink. Okay, so this is probably very similar. I think it's pretty similar to this. Oh yeah, those are like pretty much dupes. So I'm getting rid of the Too Faced one, so I feel okay with keeping that. Rockateur is a rose gold. Honestly, I don't think I have any other blushes that color. And then Dallas, I don't use very much, but it is beautiful. It is on that darker side though. It's very similar to Madly. Madly has more of an orange warmth to it, whereas Dallas is slightly different. I mean, on the cheeks you probably can't tell the difference, but I might keep these. These are just really hard to store. The Benefit ones, they don't fit in this drawer. They don't like fit in this very well, so they're just really hard to store, which makes me question keeping them. But I will just put them to the side. Those will go in the maybe section for now. This from Anastasia I'm getting rid of. I purchased it at TJ Maxx over a year ago and I haven't even touched it, so that I'm getting rid of. This Too Faced blush, I bought it a little while ago. I don't love it. It smells really good. It's like one of those two-pan highlighter and a blush. I only used it a couple times and I don't love it, so I'm getting rid of that one. Kevin Aquan, I got this in PR, but it came broken and it is so messy, you guys. It gets everywhere. It gets all over my carpet. I tried to push it to like press it back into the pan and it just keeps re-breaking. So I think because of that, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's staining my carpet in my bedroom, so it's not worth keeping, but it is really, really beautiful. This Flower Beauty blush, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. It's a beautiful color, but it's very similar to some of the others that I'm already keeping, like this Fairy Flush. It's a little bit pinker than that. Might be similar to this one. I mean, it's in the same color range as a lot of the blushes I'm already keeping. So I'm definitely going to get rid of the one that I spent less money on, you know. I'm going to keep the more expensive ones. This one from the Estee Edit, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. I've kept it for a while, but I just don't use it anymore. You can see it has that kind of orangey undertone to it, and it is very similar to Madly. So I don't need to keep a whole lot of blushes this color because I just don't wear them very frequently. So I'm going to get rid of that one. These two from Bare Minerals are brand new. I shouldn't have bought this color, Cool Coral Cloud. It's that bright coral color, and I don't love the way I look with like orange cheeks. I much prefer like nudes and plums. And this one is really pretty. This is Mauve Sunrise, and it's really pretty. These are dark though, you guys. Like, you need to wear the slightest amount of these. I want to keep Mauve Sunrise, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on Coral Cloud. I honestly just shouldn't have even bought it, but I did. Okay, these two Becca blushes. I have Sweet Pea, which is so dark. I think I'm going to get rid of Sweet Pea. This is Flower Child. I love Flower Child. I love that one a lot. Definitely keeping that. But Sweet Pea is, again, one of those like dark brown. Look at that. Very similar to Madly. I think I like the... Well, there's the NARS formula. The Becca formula is nice. They are slightly different when you swatch them. Sweet Pea definitely has more brown. I could almost get away with wearing that as a bronzer, you guys. Like, it's that dark. I'm going to get rid of Sweet Pea. I'm going to keep Madly. Got a lot riding on you, Madly. Okay, I think these two from Too Faced, it's time to let go of. They're very old. I used them to death. I really liked Peach Beach. It was probably one of my favorite blushes. God, it's so pretty. There's Peach Beach, and then this one is Candy Glow. Candy Glow is very light. I'm definitely going to get rid of Candy Glow. I might keep Peach Beach, because it is really pretty. It has like a shimmer to it, which is why I don't tend to lean towards it, because again, I prefer matte blushes. This is going to go in my maybe pile. These Chanel blushes I'm keeping. I spent way too much money on these to get rid of them, and I would never get the amount that I spent back if I put them on Poshmark. They haven't gone bad. They still have the flowery Chanel scent to them. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So this one is Golden Sun. This one is Innocent. This one is Rose Patel. And then this one is really cool. I don't know if you could see, but it has like different colors in it. This one is Jardin de Chanel. So definitely keeping these. I don't use them as much as some of my other blushes, but again, I spent way too much money on those to just like toss them out or give them to somebody or even try to sell them. So I'm keeping them until they go bad. It just is what it is. Okay, MAC blushes. I can get rid of Melba. It has that pink peachy undertone that I just don't use very frequently. Blush Baby is another one I could probably get rid of. This is fairly new though. I bought it I think last year or the year before. No, I like Blush Baby. Melba. These are very light in comparison to some of my other blushes. I really gotta dig into the pan. There we go. Yeah, this one I'm getting rid of. Melba. I might keep Blush Baby though. That's actually really pretty. Modest Blush is one of my favorites. I reach for this a lot more than I ever thought I would. It's just like a nice like pop of color on your cheeks. You can't even see it when I swatch it. It reminds me a lot though of Impassioned, so I might be able to get rid of one or the other. I don't think I need to keep both. Let's see. Impassioned definitely has that like blue undertone. I'm gonna get rid of Impassioned. I didn't realize it had such a blue undertone. When you swatch it, you probably can't tell, but it has like a bright blue undertone. I just don't wear blushes that color anymore, and I'm gonna keep Modest Blush. This one is Warm Soul. It's one of my favorite blush colors, so I think I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Yeah, God, I didn't realize how like under pigmented MAC blushes are. Sometimes that's good though, because then you can kind of build it up, you know? Okay, we're getting down to the last few here. These two from CoverFX are fairly new purchases, and I don't really want to get rid of them. Warm Honey is really dark for me. I'm still trying to play with it to see if I can like sheer it out. It's one that I, again, probably shouldn't have purchased, but it's a fairly new purchase, and these are expensive. These are almost the same price as like Hourglass and Charlotte Tilbury and things like that. And then this one I love. Soft Peach is absolutely beautiful, so I'm definitely keeping that one. This is one that if I can't find a way to make it work, I will probably eventually get rid of it, but it's just too new to pull that trigger right now, so I'm gonna keep it. This YSL blush, it's a really pretty color, but the packaging is so bulky and I don't wear it very much. I don't know why. It is a really pretty color. I'll put that in the maybe section for now. This Laura Mercier, I might end up getting rid of it. It's beautiful, but I don't reach for it. I just don't. I did get it in PR, so I can't sell it, but I might just try to hand it over to like my mom or my sister next time they come to visit, because it's just not one that I reach for, but it is really, really pretty. So I'm going to get rid of that one. This MAC I have been holding on to forever because it was limited edition. I love the blush. I don't necessarily love the highlight that's in it. I mean, now that I swatch it, I'm like, dang, that's pretty. It's just, I don't know. I just don't reach for it for some reason. It's really pretty though. That highlight is gorgeous, actually. These two blushes by Burberry. This one is really pretty. These I wore. Is this Cameo? Yeah. I used to wear this one all the time. I wish the packaging was more realistic. Like, they didn't need to put, this had a brush in it, but like they didn't need to put that in there. If this was a smaller package, honestly, I would probably use it more. It's just because it's so big, I end up throwing it in a different drawer, like not my blush drawer, and then I forget about it. But it is beautiful, and I spent a lot of money on that. So, oh, it smells good too. So I'm probably going to keep both. I'm probably going to keep most of the rest of these, if I'm being honest. Again, I spent money on this stuff, so why the heck would I just give it away? This one, might go ahead and pass actually. I've had it for a while and I just don't use it very much. It is really cute though. I mean, look at the pan. But if it wasn't presented that way, I have to ask myself, like, would I actually, I don't know, if you blend it all together, this is hard. This Natasha Denona is fairly new. I'm keeping it because it is so new. I definitely, you know, need to give it a fair shot before I just get rid of it. These two are some of my favorites as well, these Jouer blush duos. This color is way too dark for me, but if I mix them together, they're really pretty. This one is my favorite. It's the Adore palette. Yeah, the Adore trio or duo. This isn't a project pan for the year, so I have to keep it. It's a little teeny Natasha Denona mini. So I'm going to keep that simply because it is in my project pan of the year. I'm going to get rid of the YSL. Sucks because that was so expensive, but I just don't reach for it, and I don't feel like I should keep it. Let me swatch it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of the Too Faced. Am I going to get rid of the... Yeah, I haven't used this in like over a year, so that alone tells me it's time to get rid of it. This is a cream blush by Charlotte Tilbury. It's super duper dark. I'm still trying to get the hang of cream products, so I'm going to keep it just because, I mean, look at how dark that is, you guys. But I'm trying to figure out how to make it work, trying to get the hang of it. I spent a lot of money on it, so I'm not going to get rid of it because I haven't given it a fair shot. You know what I mean? These Burberrys, I wish the packaging was different because honestly, I would use them way more if the packaging like fit in these drawers and was just not so bulky and big. I think I'm going to keep them, and if I don't end up using them within the next couple of months, I'm going to get rid of them. I think I'm going to keep the rest. I didn't get rid of a ton, but again, that wasn't my goal. My goal wasn't to just get rid of things just to get rid of things. I actually might get rid of Fig Pop. The more I look at this color, I just don't think I'm going to use that one. Melon Pop, I might keep. It is more of like a peachy pink when you swatch it. Yeah, I'm going to keep Melon Pop, but I'm going to get rid of Fig Pop. And I have officially made this towel super dirty, so okay. And I'm going to keep all the Benefits because I just like them. So I'm keeping, oh dang it, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 53. I'm keeping 53. And I'm getting rid of 21. So honestly, I'm getting rid of about 1/3 of them, which I think is pretty good. So 21 plus 53, that's 74 I had to begin with. Pretty dang close to 80 like I was, like I guessed without counting. So this is pretty good for me. I know a lot of you guys are still probably like, oh my god, 50 blushes? There's no way you'll ever use 50 blushes in your entire life. You're right, there isn't. But again, I love blush. I spent hard money on most of these myself, so I'm gonna use them until they go bad. I'm not gonna just get rid of them just to get rid of them, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, but I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and if you like declutters, stick around because I have a whole makeup collection I am decluttering. I already did lip products, so if you're interested in seeing those, I'll link my 2020 declutter playlist down below for you. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!